Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking the BYD Sealion 7 coast to coast from Belmullet all the way to Dun Laoghaire in South County Dublin. Usually a run of 318 kilometres. I need to go via Castlebar tonight and a bit in Mullingar, so it'll probably be a bit longer. Took it down 2 days ago and it was rainy, not great. And efficiency, I can start showing you cumulative on the car itself. Let me zoom in so you can see it. 20, let's put it in behind here. 23.4, that is overall. Let me zoom that back out again. Over the last 50 kilometers, we've been getting 26.2. Now, there was a lot of sports mode and showing people the all-wheel drive and the launching and all the rest of it. Over the last 723 kilometers, we've been getting 23.4s. That's the cumulative one that was showing up in the dash. And I reset it on the way down from Dublin. So 3.1 and average speed of 60. So I'm going to clear that data, driving time and average speed, perfect. And I'm going to clear these graphs as well. And so everything is clear now, so that will keep us going. This is the top trim all-wheel drive BYD Sealion 7, so heavier, not as efficient because of that second electric motor, but I'm going to take it easy. You know the road from the west coast to the east coast, it's predominantly secondary roads, then primary roads, then motorway as we get to Dublin. So it's a nice efficiency test, testing out the BYD Sealion 7. So we're going to do the efficiency and then I'm going to do a quick reminder, run around of what the car is like itself. But a lot of people want to understand it's a big car, how efficient is it? And with the size of the battery, we'll talk about that when we get up a bit. They were saying that it didn't feel it was as efficient. It's big, it's plush, it's luxurious, it's not built for lightness, etc., etc. So that cumulative of 23.4 is interesting. Going to hit the road now and give you an update at some stage along this journey. Thanks. I actually don't think I gave the range of the actual BYD Sealion 7. At 100%, it was 507 kilometers. We are at 95% now, giving me a range of 481. And for those that would ever doubt me, 480, 95. Let me zoom in on that. And then 481. So yeah, technically over 500. On the way down, I was getting about 390, 400 real world motorway, crappy weather, etc. So let's see what that's like going back up again. Here in Castlebar, and BYD do a funny kind of range trip. It's either cumulative or the last 50 kilometers. So the last 50 kilometers, I am average consumption of, you can see it there, 20.5 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. It took about an hour and 20 minutes, sorry, an hour and 10, and average speed of 60 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So much better than the cumulative of 23.2. Lot slower road. If anybody knows the road between Ballycork and Castlebar, it's the R312. It's a challenging road. For years, Porsche have been using it as a test road, and the roads around the west of Ireland, that one is particularly tough, but the BYD Sealion 7 soaked it up, no problem at all. Definitely lots of twists and turns and lots of bumps and lumps on the road, and consumption, you just can't go fast in it at all, so consumption is definitely going to be low. Going to go then now from Castlebar all the way back up to Dublin. It's a fairly decent road all the way, national primary onto motorway, so I will give you a shout either all the way up or it may be in the morning, but everything will have been saved here. So that is the first link of a journey by Belmullet to Castlebar, 20.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen, I'll have put the miles equivalent. Thanks. What's it like driving the BYD Sealion 7? I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters, and I've driven it for probably 700-800 kilometers this week. Up and down to the airport around the M50 from Dun Laoghaire is 40 odd, and then down to Mayo and back up again is 650 odd. So it's definitely between 700 and 800 kilometers. The seating position, I just find, obviously it's an SUV, but it's a coupe SUV, and the blade battery is in underneath. I just find that I'm a bit tall in the car. I find I'm a bit high. Now, I'm not touching the ceiling. I just feel the seat doesn't go down any more than this. I think I'd like to be a small bit lower. Maybe it's the shoulder line to the door. I don't know what it is. It's not uncomfortable by any means. It's just, I found myself, when I got in a couple of times to see if, can that seat go down a bit more? So you are sitting on top of that blade battery. You are looking for it to be, in my opinion, a small bit lower. Those of smaller stature potentially may not find that issue. I did a video on a complete dash run through, and the sunroof, for some reason I had to hold my button on it, but it's one touch. It is actually one touch. The steering feel is good. Brakes, I find a small bit grabby sometimes, and I'm in and out of cars all the time, so I understand how to change how I brake. On the top trim, we've got the Dun audio system, excellent. Good phone coverage as well. When I was chatting to somebody, the head-up display is very clear, and you can have as little or as much stuff on it as you want. You can have the speed sign, you can have just your speed, you can have your ADAS stuff, or you can remove that out so that within the settings. And if you're interested in finding out more about that, it's in the video when I did the complete dash run through. Suspension is nice. I went up the R312, and I'll talk about that in a little bit with regards to what that felt like, but yeah, good. On major roads in Ireland, the ADAS stuff is no problem. The lane keep is no problem. The speed sign recognition, no problem. But when you get down the country, you just unfortunately have to turn off that lane keep assist. It just does not get smaller roads with interesting line markings. That's the same of all cars. That's not just the BYD Sealion 7. The wipers are on here now, and it's been, there's an automatic mode, and there's 4 different levels of sensitivity on the automatic mode, so I've never been felt wanting that it wasn't good. Rear visibility has been good. I'd like a wiper on it. There isn't a wiper on the back windscreen. Now, I've never had an issue, and I've been raining all the way down, raining all weekend in Mayo, raining all the way back up, and I've never felt that I couldn't see out the back. But now there's a direct competitor in front of us, the ID4 GTX, and that car is a lot more expensive. And I would, yes, I'd have the Sealion 7 over the ID4 GTX, just a newer car. Yeah. So driving wise, it's been good. Suspension is on the firmer side, but not too firm. Seats have been super comfortable. They're heated and ventilated. I haven't really had to use the ventilation this week, but the heated, definitely in the morning airport run, was 5:15 when I was heading to the airport, so it was nice to be able to stick on the heated steering wheel and the heated seats. Only for a little while, didn't need it left on at all. Climate control has been good. Yeah, overall it's been a nice car to live with for a weekend for that many miles as well, going coast to coast. Sound is a big thing we talked about when I did the initial Irish first look, right-hand drive down in Johnstown Estate, and they have a lot of insulation, they have a lot of, it's quiet in here, and the fact that they've double glazed a lot of the glass around the place. GSR2 telling me to focus on driving.